What is going on, guys? My name is Serge Drobin, and I'm here with you today with a sweep picking lesson that I think you're all going to like. If you want one-on-one lessons with me, I have a link in the description below. Let's just jump right into this. So, today's sweep picking lesson, as you saw the link at the beginning of this video, is consisting of 3 different A minor triad shapes all up and down the guitar neck. So basically, all the way from the 15th fret to the 5th fret is what we're working with here. It's about a 10 fret span. And we're going to be working with a few different A minor triads, okay? So the main one we're going to work with is a pretty typical one that you've probably seen in many neoclassical types of sweeps. Anything from Jason Becker, Yngwie would have used this kind of stuff. It goes like this. So then we have the second shape, which is starting on an E note here on the 12th fret. That would be the full version of the shape, but in this case we're just going to sweep pick the 3 different strings here. And then the last shape is all the way on the low E string, starting on an A note. And the last is a sweep on the low E string. And this is also an A minor sweep picking pattern. And this one is all 6 strings, so it goes like this. This one requires a lot of rolling techniques on your index and ring finger for this. So basically the rule of thumb for this sweep picking pattern, basically if it requires a hammer on or a pull off, that's precisely what you're going to do, is just hammer on or pull off, because the goal of our sweep pick hand here is just to pick 1 note per string. So if it has 2 notes on a string in the phrase, we are going to hammer on like this. So I still pick 1 note per string in a rake, or in this case if we're going backwards, and our goal is just to get it real smooth. So that's why you want to do the hammer-ons and the pull-offs. Now the rolling technique on these fingers, this can take a little bit of practice to get down, but it's actually not too hard. I mean, if you already are good with your bar chords and stuff, this is essentially that, although you're just rolling your finger across each and every string. Okay, so now we have our 3 shapes. Just to recap, here's the first one, here's our second one, and here's our third one. Okay, so now let's go over all the notes in the pattern. I have the tabs on screen here, and using these 3 shapes, so once you have that in your mind, now you can kind of look at it from that perspective with the tab in mind. Here we go. The first A minor triad, we sweep pick up the whole thing. And then we're going to have a bunch of different sweep pick motions here. That's the first one. So you want to keep your pick strokes in the same kind of down motion. So I'm actually using an upward pick slant here, meaning that the pick is facing the floor, and I'm raking on upstroke. So the first one is when I'm just going up the sweep, it's just the normal downward pick slant. And I actually grab this note on the 17th fret here. I grab it with a upstroke when I play that. So you can kind of see that there. And then I immediately go into with the upward pick slant, because I'm just going to rake right into that next sweep. And this enables me just to catch the next string, because we're kind of doing these descending sweeps where we go back up and then back down and back up and back down. So doing the upward pick slant here is super important to master both directions. That's really the key to sweep picking really fast lines like this, if you can switch hand positions in mid-air like this. Like that. And then the next part, we're going to slide from the 12th fret, and again we're still using the upward pick slant here, and then we're going to downstroke that like this. Slide to the 8th fret of the high E string and downstroke on the 10th fret of the B string. So here's that whole line now. And now we're going to do another ascending slash descending sweep pattern. So this note that I'm hitting over here, the reason I'm going there is because normally it'd be this note. So basically to accomplish this, you just want to keep your index finger on the fret behind the one that you're actually playing, so you can just switch off like that. So you're basically sliding 2 fingers and then letting go right at the end. Going like this. Okay. And you really want to keep this a triplet feel, so if you're counting, you're going triplet, 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 triplet. Okay, that's how you keep in time with this. All right, so when I'm sliding from this arpeggio right here, and I'm doing a 2-finger slide, the reason I'm sliding here is because I want to grab this note on the G string of the 5th fret, right here. And then I want to roll back up my finger and hit the rest of that A arpeggio. So I'm going here. And again, I'm grabbing this with an upstroke so I can just sweep pick the whole thing. And then I'm down here, I'm going on a downstroke, flipping the pick slant for the descending part again. And then I'm flipping it one more time. And then I'm going to hammer back on because we're going to go all the way back up the same arpeggio. So remember, this is the arpeggio we're going up. But in this case, we're going to do it in ascending thirds now. But in this case, I'm going to change it just a little bit. I go like this. So you really want to use a lot of inside picking for this pattern here. You don't want to go outside the strings for this. And when you're doing this fast of a run too, you almost want to use your thumb slightly to grab the upstroke because it's too much for your wrist, too much wide motion, that you will potentially actually get stuck on a string. So in this case, you just want to use your thumb. Okay, going ascending can be more difficult depending on the run and depending on what kind of player you are. I know for me, I had to work on the ascending licks more than the descending licks. So it's just food for thought, but I would use my thumb to grab that upstroke when you're doing that. So I'm going down, hammer on, up, down with my thumb, or I'm sorry, up with my thumb, and then I'm going sweep pick down. So flipping the pick stroke here, or the pick angle rather. And now, when I'm here, I'm flipping it again to a upward pick slant because I'm going to grab this on an upstroke and sweep pick backwards now. It's going to feel counterintuitive at first, but if you can hang with it, it actually sounds really cool. So here's the ascending pattern now. Show you that again. And then we're going to go all the way down here and rake upstroke on this A minor triad right here, just like this. And again, you want to roll that finger forward because you don't want to hear those notes. And then we're going to slide with our pinky. And this is just a basic sweep pick triad here. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you're probably already accustomed to doing a three-string sweep. Okay, so we're going to end on the 10th fret here. And then we're going to take this note and just slide all the way up to the 17th fret. And then do another 3-string sweep. Here's what the ascending portion of the pattern looks like. So here, again, is the first part of the pattern. So you want to split this up into 2 halves while you're learning it. Obviously, learn the descending portion first, and then put it together. So here's the ascending portion slow, or descending portion slow, rather. And then here's the ascending portion. here's the whole thing. So it really helps if you accent all the notes on this while you're playing it too in time. And it helps if you practice this to a metronome as well. So I hope this helped you a lot with your sweep picking today. Of course, if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I try to read and answer all of the comments. And if I've earned your subscription, it's very much appreciated. And I hope this lesson helped you out a lot today. And of course, like the video, share the video. It's all much appreciated. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you on the next one.